everybody. How are you guys doing? Can you guys hear me? Very intrepid. I'll give a couple minutes until you guys are back.
Never gonna let you cry. Never gonna let you die.
Hey, Barry.
Hey.
Is that what you're still seeing?
Yeah, I can't see the screen here. Hold on. Let me refresh.
Yes.
I'm seeing it on my recording.
That's weird.
But it's not here. Excuse me. Do I have to reboot? I have to reboot you out of here.
Yeah, try rejoining the world.
I can if I want.
Right now, you should be seeing my screen. If you're seeing Red Grow, we joined the world. What are you seeing, Pony?
You are now streaming with 1920 high 1080 30 frames.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're good.
Yeah,
you're good. Yeah, because somehow it was on Rick Rowe before. I don't know who messed with the thing, but
Never gonna let you down.
Can't believe that Google Gemini just had
still playing that.
and every image it creates now has created by AI watermarked all the way across it. Frigging useless. UK for you.
Yeah.
All right, so thanks for coming, you guys. So today we're gonna be doing something different. Well, back to Unity, because I do want to update one of the worlds that I have from before, and add some new features to it. So we'll just go through that whole process today. So there's my Banter court. It is still in the 2022 version of Unity, so it's pretty outdated. So I'd like to have that updated and add a new features into it. In particular, the screen sharing and basically my similar system that I have here with the toggles for YouTube player and the screen sharing with the side quests screen share, stuff like that. So yeah, so that's what we'll be working on today. I want to prepare the world for some events that we're gonna be hosting later on. There's this courtroom game, which I could use screen share to do, and it utilizes like AI and stuff where you could like talk to the judge, and the judge decides stuff for you, stuff like that. So we played it in the cinema during the game night, and that was pretty fun. So I figured if we actually do that game in the courtroom, it's gonna be extremely immersive. So yeah, so what I would always do if I do have an older project and I want to update it to Unity 6 and the latest SDK, my best recommendation is duplicating the entire project that you have. So this one here is my old 2022 project. I'll just copy it, Control C, and then I have my other folder for all the Unity 6 projects. So I paste that entire project in. Yeah, it'll take a few minutes. So
I was about to say, please tell me. Here's one I did earlier. Because
Yeah, I was gonna do that earlier and then I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna do that earlier. Well, it says 2 minutes now, so hopefully, yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. See. Oh yeah, so while we wait, I want to ask Barry, did you figure out your floor to make it work in both Quest and PC?
Did you hear that, Barry?
you slowly clear around.
Sorry, I'm doing
Like,
six things at once here. I did hear
No
your message,
worries.
though. It came in loud and clear on 3 different devices. The answer to your question is no. I have not quite figured out how to do that yet. I have a feeling that there will be an upgrade by SideQuest for the platform Banter that will make it all easy for me.
Hopefully that's the case. Did you talk to Fire Red though? Like, because
Not
he
about
might
that.
probably have some. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the reason I didn't talk, I got to turn off the echo. Hang on a sec.
Oh, I can unmegaphone you if that
No,
helps.
it's okay. I have the other guy on. It's recording, but I don't need to hear it from the recording. No, I didn't talk to FireRat about it because FireRat just put in a pull request for the banter blocks to fix something fairly major on it, and I'm not wanting to harass him too much. The other thing is, you pointed out, and I think it's correct, I know fuck all about fuck all. So it's probably important that I take that course on how to do things, like even web pages, because I've never even learned how to do that. So I'm just going to go
Yeah,
through.
W3 schools
Yeah.
definitely a very great resource for anything you HTML and JavaScript basics.
Yeah, just understanding what can be where is important. Pulling out the banter log stuff that they put in, those source files or whatever they are, it seems like a pain in the ass. There should be an easy way that I can get rid of them, but whatever.
What do you mean by banter log stuff?
Well, those extra files that get added to the HTML.
Oh, you mean the tracking,
Yeah.
the analytics.
Yeah.
Well, I mean it's not really that bad. All it is just the last line before your slash HTML. Just delete it. So, like for example, if I open one of let's say BB, like it already has it, right? So let's say I want to duplicate this thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Or it is so I want to make this into my own space.
Yeah.
All I have to do is basically copy everything, and then
Except-
just this last bit here before body, this is automatically added no matter what if you're using Banting to host
in
your
the
world.
after
All it
body?
is
After body? Or
right before the slash body.
oh, I see. Okay.
It's only one line. It's always going to be one line.
Okay.
Before your slash body, I think most likely that's where it's gonna add. I can check, like let's say if I go to cinema.band.ning, which is this world here,
I had 3
Control
in that.
U. No, no, yeah, because the thing is, if you copy the whole thing, paste it into a new one, and you don't delete it, and it's gonna and upload it to the same world again, it's gonna add another one for you.
Okay.
That's why
So
yours has so many of them because you never deleted them.
Okay. So is there what do they do with those? What are they good for?
So it is, as you can see, the domain is Cloudflare Insight. So that's basically I don't know if you heard of Google Analytics.
Yeah.
So it's basically a analytics platform that helps them track like how many users go on this world, how many people there concurrently, like stuff like that. It's just
We can't
statistics
we
that
can't look at it though, can we?
it's not some. No, it's not for you, but you could always add your own analytics to it. So for example, I do personally use Google Analytics myself.
Yeah.
So I actually added Google Analytics stuff into my worlds.
Right.
So if I do want to look at them, I can actually check. So give me 1 sec. I might be able to pull it up for you.
Was that 2 weeks that your program was going to be updated?
Which program?
Oh, you said 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Well, it's 60 seconds now.
I was
We'll see.
attempting humor again. You know that thing I do sometimes?
2 weeks.
2
We
weeks.
got it.
2 weeks. Yeah. Can you imagine waiting for 2 weeks for a program to update?
That would be a really, really big world.
It would be. Yeah, so if you can look at the analytics, I don't have a use for the analytics yet. I might at some point, but I don't right now. But if
I mean,
I
it's
can just,
handy. It's useful to know.
and if I delete it, it doesn't screw up SideQuest, does it?
No, because like I said, every single time you upload it, it automatically gets added back.
Okay.
So that's why if you don't delete it,
Yeah.
it's just gonna add multiple of that same line.
Right.
So it's basically, yeah, it's just right before body. Usually it automatically adds. Just delete that script all the way to the end where it says slash script. You just have to delete that. But then when you upload it to SideQuest again, it just gets automatically added.
Okay.
So like I said, if you don't delete it, you make a copy of your entire thing, paste it into a new HTML, upload it again, it's gonna add another one. So that's why it's gonna be a mess eventually. It's like if you like look at one of yours, you have like 3 of the same lines in it because you never deleted it.
Okay, I have another quick question while you're there.
yeah.
The meta property, where does that stuff show up?
Yeah, very good question, actually. So, if you look on here, I don't think it really matters now. I think they actually integrated it better because before, if you hover your mouse onto the thing, no, actually, yeah, I think they fixed that now. So, back then you have to like let's say when I throw a portal, if I do not have the proper name in the metadata, I don't think it shows up properly, or I think the image doesn't actually show up properly. So that's why I always have like the image with the actual image for the world, but I don't think that's the case anymore. So these metadata, what the good thing about them is, let's say now if I copy this link and let's say I go to Discord and let me find Barry. And let's say I send you a message here with the link, it should populate. Yeah, so as you can see here, these are basically what the metadata is. It populates the title, the description, and also the thumbnail. So that's
cool.
basically where it's pulling from. So let's say with a world that doesn't have the metadata, so let's say this one, bb.band.ing, if I copy that, paste that, it probably it wouldn't have that little nice thumbnail. See, it doesn't generate that. So that's what the meta
So I
data
can just
is
put
for.
my own stuff in there?
Yeah. So all you have to do is follow this exact format, meta property title, and then you want to put your title, meta property description,
Forgive me for
your description, and then
see what you're doing here. So
yeah.
what
And this
file
is
are
all
you
the
in
biggers.
right now? Oh, you're in the cinema one.
It's the cinema.band.ing. It's the
All
index.html.
right, that's really helpful because now
Yeah, no problem.
especially with the contest, I want it to be easy for people to see how to get
Yeah.
to it. places. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and usually for this image here, what I do is I get it from the SideQuest website. So you know how like when you create your own group.
Yeah.
So yeah, so let's say this 3D cinema.
You
What
go,
I do is I always upload the group icon, upload the group image, which are the same, and then what I do is I right click, go to inspect,
oh,
and click on this little icon here, so then I can actually select which part. So let's say I can select this,
right,
and as you can see, it has a CDN link
right.
for this exact image. So that which
Oh,
means I don't have to like host it somewhere else. So I can just
oh, okay.
copy this entire link here
Oh, so you could
up to
use that link.
.jpeg.
You could use that link to put a poster inside your own world as well. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, that
exactly.
makes
So
sense.
now when I paste that link, it's the CDN side quests of the image, and basically it's this exact image.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that's how I utilize the already uploaded version, so I don't have to like upload it somewhere else. I mean, you could still like go to your Banter tab at the bottom here if you do want to upload an image here and use that link. That's fine too.
Okay.
But I figured since I'm already
Already
uploading
got it. Yeah.
the link here,
Okay. Perfect.
and this is actually the part two. So this part here takes the metadata. This is just a preview, so it's not really for public use anyway. So it's not a big deal. So like if I go to another world that might not have the metadata, like the BB one.
Well, mine
Oh,
won't. Oh my God, you've got some of my stuff
what's
in
the
there too.
yeah, so this blockbuster here. Uh, and then if I go to the manage group and then go to banded, like you would need to be the mod or owner of the world to see this. But yeah, as you can see here now, it doesn't give me a preview,
Right.
and that's because in this particular HTML, it's missing the metadata. But like I said, this part is only accessible by the world maker anyway, so it's
Right.
not really a huge thing. And like I said, the portal and all that does pull the image automatically nowadays. Because back then it would just be like that purple image with like nothing on it if I didn't put the metadata. But I think they have fixed that already, so it's not a big deal anymore. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, well, I didn't want to,
Right?
as I said,
Yep.
I didn't want to harass Fire Rat about other things until I learned a little bit more, because sometimes I feel that,
Yep.
I need to get more of the basic stuff down. Even if I'm not going to be a programmer,
Mhm.
I at least need to know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because
Thank you.
HTML and JavaScript is actually one of the easiest languages to learn too. So it's definitely recommended. So W3 schools.
I
Oh,
don't
but
even know
yeah.
English
So
very
this
well.
website here.
Yeah,
Pardon
yeah,
me.
go ahead. I said I don't even know
Yeah.
English,
So
let
yeah.
alone new languages. So, no, that's good. We're good. Thank
So
you.
yeah, so W3 for those of you who don't know, because I showed Barry already, but I might as well showcase this. The W3 Schools is a really great resource for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, like basically anything web. So you just go to wschools.com, HTML, and if you just want to start learning HTML, just click this, learn HTML now. It's gonna show you like step by step, just go through the pages. There's videos, there's stuff that you can read. It shows you examples of what a basic HTML page should look like. And not 100% everything are going to be related to Banter, but now, when you're just looking at this, you can see we are basically doing the same thing. Like there's the title, there's the body, where you how you end stuff. So it's pretty much the same. Like if you look at this, it has everything that basic HTML has right here. So yeah, so it's always nice to yeah, just take
you
some
can turn any
time to learn through some of these. Yeah,
you can turn any Banter Banter URL into an actual website as well, correct?
absolutely. So, and a good example of that is the Banter Late Show. Well, that I think I change it now. Late Yeah, so yeah, because I didn't actually use this site anymore. But yeah, so but back then, VL Late Show. Yeah, so back then, with the Banter Late Show, I would have a web page like this,
Yep.
and if you go to banterlateshow.com, it actually takes you right into the Banter world. Yeah,
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
yeah, but yeah, but it's not been used anymore.
No. And you talk to Shane and those you talk to Shane and those guys fairly regularly. Do you know when they're doing their next update?
They never share those information because they're just working on a lot of
Okay.
things in the background. So, and 2 weeks is usually the answer.
I know. Okay. 2 weeks. All right. 2
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sure they got lots of other stuff on the go. All right. Thank you.
Actually, this is really good. Like this is just the first page. It explains really well why study JavaScript. So JavaScript is one of the free language all the web developer must learn. So HTML defines the contents of the web page. CSS is the layout of the web pages, and JavaScript is the program the behavior of the web pages. So it's some kind of similar. We do not really use CSS for Banter because that's more for the style of a web page, and that does not affect Banter world. But Banter does use HTML and JavaScript, so the contents of the world and how the world behaves in programming. So anyway, so that's W3 Schools for anyone who would like to learn more about HTML and JavaScript. But like I said, not 100% things that you would learn here would apply to Banter, but it's always nice to know at least some of the foundation knowledge, such as the syntax, and different various kind of the formatting of JavaScript and all that. You can learn from here.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll go back to our. Oh, you know what? And before we move on to the uh, what was it? The Unity stuff. I do want to showcase this. So this is Google Analytics. I added into all my worlds. So as you can see here, this is the cinema dot banting, and you can see I do have the Google Analytics tag here. And if you go to my Google Analytics site, you could actually look at all the Banter worlds that I have the Google Analytics stuff. So let's say 3D Cinema, which is where we are right now. I can go on there.
So we can go to your Google Analytics and look at this.
No, you cannot. This is for only I have access to it. But as you can see,
you pay for that.
it's free. It's free.
Oh,
Google Analytics is free, and whatever the one that Banter is using, it's actually part of Cloudflare.
okay.
So it's part of Cloudflare, and that should be free as well. So if you look at the code again, it's this Cloudflare Insights. So if you really want to check, you could just copy that. Just go to cloudflareinsights.com. Okay, it actually blocks it because it's okay. I can proceed. It's fine. Okay, yeah. So Cloudflare Insights is just kind of a staging domain, so it's not the actual site. But yeah, you could learn more about Cloudflare Web Analytics. And that could be easily set up too, so you could get started for free or whatnot. So, but I mean, those are just for internal banter use. So like this tracking here, I I don't have access to that. That's being added by Banter automatically when you upload it to the Banting hosting.
Can you do that for? Could you put somebody else's site in there to get the analytics for somebody else's site?
No, you cannot do that unless you have access to the HTML. So let's say I want to track Apple.com. I cannot just inject my code into Apple.com and track how many people go to Apple.com. It's only the webmaster or whoever has access to edit the code would be able to put the tracking code in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not like, oh, I like this website. I want to see what their viewership and all that is. That's not doable. Yeah, you need to be the person who have access to the code in order to do that.
Okay.
So, which I do have access to all my worlds. So that's why, as you can see right now, I can tell this. It says there's 4 active users. So sometimes it's not exactly accurate, but I mean there's probably duplicate of us in here. It probably counted as just one. So it says there's 4 of us here, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean technically there's 5 of us in here, but sometimes I might just have to refresh it. It'll change.
Well, Barry and I
Yeah,
are
okay,
on
so
the same ISP, so
yeah, so that could be the reason too, because yeah, like you said, same ISP, same IP. So um, so that's the analytics. So, but I can see, as you can see, there's 548. That's over the last week, I believe. Yeah, last 30 days, and then I can like go back all the way to like the last this year from how long. I could do quarter to date, so I can see in my each of my worlds. I can see, let's say, Avatar Oasis. So yeah, so the last 30 days have 1,000K visits, like stuff like that.
I have a
Just
question
be the
for
last
you.
30 days. Yeah. Hmm.
I have set up each of the contest pages, and I've given other people moderator access. Now that means that they could go in and change the HTML as well.
No, I do not think so. Because if you are just a moderator, you won't be able to access the actual site on SideQuest.
I thought you could.
So like let's say
upload.
here, right?
I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure you can upload.
I've tried it.
I'm pretty sure you cannot because there was an incident before where one of the members in the community was given mod access and to Crystal Lake. And Crystal Lake is a side quest world, right? And they went ahead and go into manage group and added someone else as an admin, and that caused an issue. So they have completely disabled this part. So if you just so let's say if I go into this world, I go to people, let's say I added Barry in here, and Barry should not be able to go to this page and click on manage group. You would not get that access because in order for you to upload your HTML.
Yeah, go to your.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you have access to everything.
I have,
though, right?
yes, because I have a SideQuest staff account, so I do have access to every single group and manage group. But if you were just being added as like let's say in here people, so all these are moderators. If you go into this page, you if you go to view group here, you do not have this button here.
Okay.
Yeah. So you won't be
Okay.
able to go in and you won't be able to go into manage Banter, and you won't be able to upload your HTML because you don't have access to it, even if you're a mod. Yep.
Okay.
So like I said, Barry, for all those groups that you created for the contest, they would not be able to go in here to upload it themselves unless they create their own group. So then, under people, they are the owner. The owner is the only person that would have access to here. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Hope
Thank
that
you.
answers your question.
It very much does.
Yeah, back then
Does
you
that
would
mean
be
you
able
c-
to, but because of that one incident, that's been changed. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that mean we can get you to fix centre stage? Because the player in centre stage doesn't work unless it's been fixed already. Has it been fixed?
I could. Yeah, I mean, as long as I get the permission.
Control.
All right. Oh,
Bob says that it was the hand control that stopped Quest users from getting anything
Yeah,
coming up.
I mean, Bob would be able to fix it too, but like I said,
yeah.
I would still require permission from that world's owner in order.
That's Faye. She doesn't come on.
Yeah. Yeah, Bob, sort it then. It's just easier that way.
Wanted order for me to
We've
on the
lost. Oh, he's back.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, no
Sec,
problem.
how come I'm
We just
hearing
thought-
myself? Oh, sorry, one sec.
You rejoined.
Okay, yeah.
You just rejoined. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
So saying, so yeah, let's say center stage. Who is the owner of center stage?
Faye's the owner.
You need to mute yourself.
Faye, okay.
Megaphone yourself.
Yeah, so if Faye could give me permission to edit it, then I can fix it, or even Bob can fix it too. So
Bob's had a look at it. He said it was the hand control that was causing the problem, and he's disabled the hand control.
go
Can you
to
close the door, please?
the center stage domain. Got it. This is still using the really old stuff, but okay, yeah. So the fire red plays here. Oh, hand controls is already set
It's
to
also
false.
Yeah, he's changed it. Yeah, he's changed it to false.
Oh, okay.
He says that makes it work. I haven't been in to check again since.
Okay.
Has anybody else checked?
It's also really helpful for the recording if you could increase the font size of your text.
Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah.
I'm so demanding.
But yeah, well, I mean, this is not really important. It's just us checking out stuff.
No.
But yeah, so Bob already edited it, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Bob's already changed it.
Then,
I hadn't had a chance to check
then it
it.
should be fine.
So,
Yeah.
right, Joe.
Okay.
Right, carry on with the lesson.
So yeah, like I said
Sorry.
earlier, it was the analytics we were looking at. So I mean, you guys could always add your own analytics thing into your own world as well. You have the ability to do so. So okay, so let's go back. Let me close this out.
Oh my god, here. Oops. Sorry.
All right. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna be upgrading the.
You want to megaphone your?
Yeah.
You want to megaphone yourself as well?
Yeah, because I disconnected. So okay, so
Is it worth making one of us a moderator in here so we can megaphone you when you get goes off?
yeah, I mean that's not a bad idea.
Triffid's just volunteered himself.
Triffid. But just go join. I don't know if you guys joined the group already. Let's see.
Or you could do me either.
But I'm joined or not.
Which one do you want? Very creative, very nice, very alt, very nice.
Very, very nice, the first one. No, sorry, not the first one.
Second one.
Very, very nice.
So you can megaphone me. Bonnie's not on here. If you want, you could join the group. Is Triffid in here?
This one.
Oh, Triffid's here.
This one here. Yeah, but he's two of them.
Well, those two are the same account, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine aren't. Mine are two different.
Halima could also. There you go, because you guys are always here. Yeah, so Pony, whenever you join the group, I'll add you as well, so it'll be helpful whenever you guys need to megaphone me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The that anymore. So yeah, so I made a duplicate of my world. I'll just delete the 2022, and now I will open it with Unity Hub. So now what you need to do is, you guys are pretty much very familiar with this, is add project from disk. I just have to find my latest copy of Banter Court, just right here. And as you can see here, as soon as I added it, it knows it's the older version. So you could basically just go ahead and update it to the latest one, which is, well, the latest one that Banter is using, preferably.
Yeah.
Because how you could check is here, go to settings, so 3000.3.2 F1. So it's better to match it. You might be able to even just use the latest long-term support one, but I'm not sure if there will run into any issues. So just gonna use the exact same one that Banter is using for now. I think Ghost Droid has experimented with using like the latest, more up-to-date version, but sure if we'll run into any issues, so I'm not gonna do that. All right, so yeah, so as you can see, it tells you, okay, it's in the older project, you want to update it, continued, and it'll take a little while. Should take some time for this part to load, so and then while we do that, we would probably need the latest Unity, I mean the latest SDK. What I would do is just go to the Banter site to download it. Docs, install Unity SDK.
would you be able to just update it in the Unity file? I'm only asking because I literally just did the same thing with an old world I was updating.
What do you mean by update just the
Click
Unity files?
on the Windows Manager when you're actually in the Unity file.
Oh, in the package
In the
manager?
package manager.
Yeah, you would probably be able to, but as far as I know, the SDK in the Banter core is like the extremely old version of it.
Oh, got you. Yeah, it might be too
It's not
controlled.
even like the latest ones.
Yeah.
It may be because I think it's SDK 2, but it's like the early like when it first came out.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if
No, that's true.
it would work, but I'll see. We'll see. Yeah, because SDK 1 for sure won't work. You actually have to like go in there, delete everything,
Yeah.
to update it. But with this one, we'll see. I'll just download it for now and then see if I can update from the
Yeah, 'cause
package manager.
The Polar Express was old. It didn't have the Oracle thing, and it actually just added that to it and installed that as well, which I was impressed it actually worked. So it totally updated
Okay.
everything. So
Yeah.
it
Guess
might
we'll
not.
we'll find out. Depends on how old it is.
Yeah.
Because this one is really old.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's just API changes.
I
That's
bet it's that
fine.
old. If we go in and hit any of the teleports, it will spin us around in the wrong direction. I've got a few worlds like that.
Oh yeah, and that's one thing too. Yeah, in this version, like a lot of the teleports, I think I'm still using like the JavaScript way or HTML way to do it. So
Yeah.
so I'll have to create new teleports for this world.
Oh yeah. You're gonna have.
But I mean, they were kind of wonky anyways.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
The out system was very shoot together.
Yeah. So yeah, so now I'm getting some errors. So just go to save mode, which is fine. So we could see exactly what's wrong and either delete those files or maybe install. That's probably the SDK. We'll see. Okay, it's amplified shader. Okay. Yeah, so I have the amplify shader editor in this project, and apparently this is an older version of it, so it's giving me a bunch of errors, which is fine. We'll just go to package management, and then there should be amplify. Yeah, amplify shader editor. Also, there's the paint stuff. So I wonder if that's gonna work, because Eileen back then she added like that whiteboard thingy. So I might have to, but that's giving me error now.
Yeah, it's a shame,
So
really.
we'll see.
That was actually really cool. It's a shame it just didn't keep it updated.
The whiteboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good
The
idea.
draw. Oh, okay. Well, are they still working in the other worlds?
I don't think so. I've not seen any world where I'm still in.
Because I remember Eileen used to have that. I think she's still there. That kind of amphitheater looking thing,
Yeah.
the curved screen, like Roman looking.
No, it still works.
There's like a
It still works in that.
that one still works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does
Oh,
work
okay.
for sure.
I'm sure we've been in it a couple of months ago and it's working.
And it saves too, right? That's it.
Yes.
Not sure about
Oh
that
wow,
part.
nice.
I know you can draw on the board and that. I can't remember whether we saved it.
All right, so yeah, so Amplify shader, I updated it on here, so I'll just import that into this project, and hopefully that should solve all these errors here.
don't get
And then yeah, like I mentioned with the Banter cord, I'm still using a lot of the old teleport. Yeah, so if we look here, yeah, I'm still using like the A-frame, a lot of the A-frame stuff, A entity for these teleport stuff. So I'll definitely have to update all these into using Unity Visual Scripting. It'll be better. Same thing with the screen stuff. I'll also have to update those.
What is going on?
Hello, how you doing?
No, I'm doing good. But
Hello?
what's going on though? What is this?
Still one talking?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we having it's a lesson as such. We're doing a bit of building. Well, Vanquisher is building, and we're here to
It's Unity
learn.
building class
Yeah,
for Banter, basically.
Oh, so this is for this game?
Yeah.
yes.
So we're
Yeah.
making stuff for this game. Yeah, we do that in Unity. So
Okay, cool.
right. Yeah, thank you for joining us. So yeah, so as I mentioned, it'll be a whole overhaul. And I updated the Amplify shader editor, and as you can see, all those errors gone away, which is great news. But I'm still having issue with this 3D paint thing. I might have. Let's see if I have one of the packages. Yeah, update that. It would help, but we'll see. Pretty old too. Yeah, no, it didn't. It didn't fix that. So that's okay. We'll just usually just I'll just delete because it tells you exactly which one is giving us errors. So I'll just delete this exact one. That whole thing, yeah. So this whole thing is spring broken now. So I'll just have to completely remove it. Oh, because in visual scripting it also has these paint and 3D stuff. Okay, so anything these paint core, yeah, just more. Okay, Easy Collider editor. I do have a newer version of that, so hopefully. That. Easy Collider editor. Hello, how are you doing? Do you have any questions? Do you have a mic? Can't even click on you. Yeah, so now TextureMesh Pro is giving us errors. Okay. So we could do, we should be able
I
to
It's
love
definitely a
update
new version of
I
that.
stuff
love the
from
smell of burning
here.
cardboard in the morning.
You can update it in Package Manager anyway.
Oh yeah, it's in package management, yeah. That
Updates, just
in
click at top.
project.
Updates.
What?
Oh, okay. Actually, do I have this? Not showing in here.
It's not a built-in item, is it?
That in Unity register.
Just click in project. It's got to be.
Oh, those
It's
were
in
just
there.
the
It's just,
examples and yeah, those are just the examples and extras anyway, so I can actually just delete that whole part. Yeah, that's one. Probably just some outdated example, and then now more. Yeah, property provider. Delete these. Just patiently staring at the loading bar.
Yes. It's a slow process. It's
Yeah,
either
that's
going
what
to miraculously
happens when
work
you try to
or
update a
throw more
project.
faults. Yes.
We'll see. Hopefully not.
You should try doing it the other way. Downgrading a project. Oh, that causes problems.
Oh.
If you want to take something you built on latest Unity and drop it back to VR chat, oh no. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I guess especially now Banter's on Unity 6. VR chat is still on 2022.
Yeah.
But I have seen
Even
something about VR chat. They're doing some kind of beta testing, close beta testing with Unity 6, I believe. So
well,
might
that's good.
be, yeah, not sure when that's gonna be out, but that should help. I think projects between Banter and VR chat a lot easier when they update to
Yeah.
Unity 6 as well. But that's the thing, right? Like, just VR chat has like millions of worlds out there already. If they do decided to move their actual entire system to Unity 6, how many worlds would they break? And that's kind of like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
really big
They
decision they
definitely
need to
have to
make.
have a legacy system running as well as a new system. Oh, yes.
Yeah, exactly. And how hard it's that gonna be too, and how performance it's gonna be. So
I don't. Is that even possible to have two systems running at the same time? Yeah, that was one of the big things that happened at the end of Altspace when they switched. They went for them. It was the built into URP, and they
yeah,
broke so many worlds,
yeah.
and a
So
lot of people left over that. That was a big deal.
yes, so built into URP, it's definitely way more damaging than Unity version. Because honestly, in Banter right now, a lot of the worlds are still actually created in the 2022 version. Like for example, Banter Court, it's still 2022 version. It still works, but if you go in there, you might notice the text that I had on the wall is like all over the place. So that's one of the things that's been broken. But at least the world is still accessible. Like most of the stuff inside still works. Um,
Right.
so Unity version isn't as damaging as URP and built-in because that's a completely different render pipeline. It's like two different languages basically. So that's why it would break everything. But Unity version, it might not be as bad, but there might be weird kinks here and there, just like how the text in Bandicoot is all over the place. But I mean, I don't see
Still have
VR
trouble.
chat would ever move to URP because basically if they but do that, they basically have. I mean, I don't have to start from zero world. like everyone have to they all start from zero world. Their shaders and it's gonna be apocalyptic for.
But isn't there
But
something about Unity? Unity's gonna go to URP only at some point in the future. I thought I heard.
it is that's already. Yeah, so even it says I says is already depreciating the the built-in render pipeline, but that's only if you try to use Unity 6.5 and up, right?
Okay.
So if let's say Banter stays in Unity 6.3 for the rest of its life, then it wouldn't be an issue. Then same thing stays rest of in the 2000 the Unity 2023, it would 22 be fine. For longevity, yeah, they might have to move to ULP, but like I said, for VR chat, because every single world will be broken. For Banter, they do, I guess, they leeway to do that, because I mean, if they break the worlds, Eileen could probably fix all her worlds, and then leeway. I mean, some of us could fix our worlds. And it's not as bad as having a million worlds out there. So,
Right.
so I don't know. I don't know what the plan is for Banter, if they're moving to ULP or not. Of the platform, I think for London, ULP would probably be the way to go, because then you would get ongoing updates from. Um.
This this whole
Yep.
discussion just reminds me, you know, um, spatial is only, and I think that's happening
Right.
in the next day or two.
Okay.
And they were URP. I've got a couple of worlds over
Ah.
there that I haven't been to visit in a couple of years. And if I tried to bring those back anywhere, I'd have to bring them built in. So
To Banter,
I
yeah.
might go and say goodbye to those worlds. Yeah, Banter or VR
Well, I
chat,
mean,
either
if you
one.
do have the Unity project, it's actually not as bad as you would think. It's only basically you have to select all your materials and all your shade.
I might go and say,
It would be error. It'll be like either down for the shader, just select standard. They might be broken, but like I said, if you have a proper albedo image for them already, stuff like that, it should just be okay. Yeah.
right. And I think the Banter SDK even had, I don't know if it's still there because I haven't
Yes.
looked. They had something to convert automatically,
Yeah.
specifically
Right
for those
here.
alt space worlds.
Yeah,
I
ULP to built in.
haven't tried that.
Yeah,
Though.
I never really
Yeah,
use
yeah.
it. Like every time I open it, it's just like blank like this. Maybe if you click on an object or something, then it'll. This version. Click on maybe. Yeah, so I'm not even sure if this even works at all. Like, yeah, I know it's part of the
Yeah.
Banter SDK, but every time I open it, it's just
Right.
like this. So maybe it has to be a actual ULP object, because right now all these are already
Yeah.
built-in render pipeline. But yeah, so I'm not sure. But same thing,
And there are
like
a
if you
couple
have a
places
ULP object, you could even
Yeah.
just select this. Yeah.
Right. And there was some place right in Unity where you could make the change really quick. But I remember at the time that place moved a couple of times right in Unity. And so place moved, we'd find out
Okay.
where it is, moved, and then it would move somewhere else. somewhat.
Yeah, like I said, like if you have all
Yeah.
your materials, you could basically, so these are most of the
Right.
materials in the world. I can quickly select all, and then down here, I just select like standard. At least that's like a quick temporary fix until you go into each of them
Okay.
to adjust like each of them again, or else they're all just gonna be
Yeah.
pink. Yeah. All right, so we do have our courtroom opened, and unfortunately, I'll probably have to remove this whiteboard because it's not going to work anymore. Um, so yeah, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to add a trigger, a button, space state property to bring a huge screen down here because of the courtroom game. Actually, I'm gonna showcase it. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Thing here. Yeah, so I found this game on Amazon Luna. It's basically a game streaming platform that is part of Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, actually have access to all these games already for free. And under game night, they have all these like multiplayer games that you could play using a cell phone. So we've been trying to play these in the cinema before, and there's these courtroom games which were pretty cool. So it's an actual AI that you get to talk to. So the judge is the judge is the AI. So actually, and then they'll assign the two teams, the plaintiff and defendant, and you actually have to like talk to the AI to get your case out, and then they'll give you response as well. So I figured I've been playing that in the cinema. It would be really cool to play those games in the actual courtroom of the big screen here, and people could actually go up to the stand to like talk to the AI, stuff like that. So it's gonna be way more immersive to play in the actual courtroom. So I figured I would update this. Um, yeah, and hold some courtroom nights again. Um,
But I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it.
no, you're guilty.
Again, again. You know,
Again.
I gotta go to the cage. Gotta go to the cage.
A lot of the things are broken, so I'll probably use this opportunity to fix them too. Because back then I have this taser that would put you into the thing, but that's broken for a long time. So this would be a good opportunity to fix up this world. So what I would do, so since now this is Unity 6 now, and I do want to make sure the Banter SDK is most updated, because if I go here, yeah, I think this is still SDK 2, but it's like a really old version of it. So like what Pony said, we could go to Package Manager, and then go into your in projects. Okay, yeah, Banter SDK. So yeah, so I can actually update it here. Because if it's still the really old version, the 0 point whatever, yeah, I won't be able to do it this way. But here I should be able to, yeah. So it's 2.9, I can update it to the latest 3.2. So just go in here, hit update. Get this saying our signature, that's fine. It's just this particular Unity version. Signature. Yeah, also since we're gonna be updating this, because I did added that clock right there, but I used to use Ben. I don't know if you guys remember Ben. He has one of those old alt space world in here, and he had uh A-frame clock that actually worked. So I actually took the A-frame code from there, but none of those are gonna be working now. So that clock's just been a clock with no hands for a while. But I did actually created a functioning clock with arms using visual scripting before. So this would be a good opportunity to also add that clock into there. Right. So yep, the SDK's been updated. And as you can see, it's all broken now, but that's fine. We could probably just close the tab and then we add it. Hopefully that would fix it. Yeah, it did. So now the SDK should be the latest version now. Okay, so we have our scene, and what I like to do is find the scene and create a new one. So this old one, I'll still have a copy of it in case I change something and I want to change it back and whatnot. So I will just copy this, Control C, Control V, and I had version 302 before. So now since this is a big update, I'm just gonna go to version 400. It's just whatever you want to name it. This is just for my own reference. Okay, so first thing first, let's add that clock that I mentioned. I do believe I have created a Unity package for it, so let me find it. Okay, so analog clocks. I think this is the one. That. Hello, obvious blue. That's your guest name. And your foot, by the way. So import that. Your analog clocks here. So I've previously created these prefabs. So I could just drag it in. To that minus 45. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, so all it is I've used visual scripts. As you can see, each of these has its own visual script graph. Okay, inspector disable when plugin version mismatch to prevent data corruption. Okay, this is something new I never seen before, and all the visual script graph are broken.
No, I've never seen that either.
So I think that's just Unity visual scripting. So go to package management. Uh, update.
In project, maybe. Top one on the list. Well, visual scripting's there. You're on an old version.
There you go. Yeah, so it's outdated versions. I guess, yeah, if we could just update the visual scripting as well, that should fix it. Basis package and the aura package, yeah, those are all required part of the banter base.
I'm actually surprised they didn't install when you updated the Banter SDK. That threw me out.
Yeah, when I updated it, yeah. I don't.
Yeah. Normally they'd
It
update
was
at the
probably
same
something
time.
linked to
Maybe.
visual scripting. That's why they
Yeah.
probably got
Yeah.
interrupted if the visual scripting isn't updated. And always the invalid signature, you can safely ignore that. Okay, now visual scripting is updated. Let's see what happens. If I go back to here, nope, it's still giving me inspectors are disabled when plugin versions mismatched. So we need to solve that. Oh, you know what? I'll just try to let me close Unity and come back, because sometimes that might just need to be done.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. It's usually the best way. Turn it off, start it again.
After the updates and all that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
now as you can see, it's the 6 Unity 6, so open that. See.
Okay.
Log in again. Ah, there you go. Yep. So now they do show up properly now. Let's see. You can just make it okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So yeah, so I did make these clocks and 5. Yeah, so if I go into play mode, it should work. It should show me like the local time and then all the other time, the UTC time. So we'll see. Let's go into play mode. Errors. Yeah, good sign. So yeah, so as you can see, the clocks are all working. So yeah, so the one with the local time actually has a second hand. That's why it actually updates every second, if I believe, yeah, correctly. So so I'll basically just take this and put it there. So now we have a functioning clock. And all these times should be correct too. So let's say for Pony, you should be in London time. So it's like, is it 11 20
27.
26 27
Yeah.
around there, 28, yeah.
28.
Okay.
28 just changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
it's
so
late.
so yeah, it's only 11. That's not that late. So yeah, so it is functioning. Okay. So what I would do, I'll just take the main one, the local time one. I'll open the unpack the prefab. Just take the local time clock and delete the rest. Starter upper. Let's just put it up. Okay. And yeah, I don't need the text and the clock. So what I would do, I'll just move the whole thing. Try to match the metal part with their.
Oh, I see. These want the fingers really.
What I could do is find the actual position of this, and I can copy the position and then go to the clock. It's the position. Oh, okay, yeah, it wasn't okay. So because this thing doesn't, it's not actually the center of object. Yeah, so it actually took this corner as the origin of that object is like right there. So that's not perfect. So we just have to do it manually. The point is right in the center. Ball it. I think that's close enough. I'll just delete the original clock, leave the hands, move it forward a little bit. Pretty decent. Go into play mode and look. Why is there a collider? What the hell? Collider on this. Yeah, there's a box collider on it, which is unnecessary. There you go, it's gone now. Okay, so now if we go into play mode, we should have a pretty good looking functioning clock. That shows your local time. Pretty centered and yeah, pretty good. I might make the arms white so then it'll show more easily. Finding material, yeah, they were just basic color material, so easily changed. Voila. Should or yeah, they're already white, so play mode again. Okay, so now we have a clock with white arms. Oh, now I see some, it's clipping, so have to move it forward a little bit to from here so I can see it more easily. That and like you have to remember if we change something like this in play mode, if you exit, it'll get reset. So what I could do is I could copy the transform here, copy the position, or even just world transform. That means like everything. And then when I exit, then I can just paste the world transform back into here, or I can just paste yeah, world transform. It'll automatically move that. So now it's not clipping anymore. Okay, so that's one thing done. And the thing is, I also have a what do you call it, the AI world builder in here. I wonder if it's broken already because I don't have the latest one that Eileen fixed, and I don't think she has released the fixed one, so that might not work at the moment. But for the time being, I'll just leave it because it was pretty fun when we were able to generate objects during a court case. Um, all right, and some of these I'll have to remove. So I used to have used this. This is like the really old glitch version of the AI image generator, which uses like the old code. That's not gonna work anymore. So I'll just delete this AI board. Oh yeah, and then back here too, because yeah. I mean, mm, once you have the latest image generation thing back from Eileen, yeah, I could probably add these back, but for the time being, just delete them. Frame stuff. Delete that. The AI builder for now. Then what else? Yeah, so this whiteboard's probably not gonna work either because of those package errors. So I'll just delete that. All the teleporters. So I'll have to fix all the teleporters. The good thing is, I think I already have the objects in here other than just in A frame. So we will see. Okay, yeah. So I have all the teleporter objects already. Yeah, so at least I have the triggers and everything. So I just have to fix all these and has the target. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, see, all these still having like the really old teleport player script. These are from SDK 0 point whatever. So so yeah, so none of these are actually working. So we'll just have to use the visual script. So uh, I'll just open one of my the cinema projects so I have some reference. Yeah, and the really tricky part with teleporters is that if because of how Banter works, it basically what it does is when you walk into a teleporter, if it physically transports you like through here, and then if you touch the other trigger while you're being transported, it basically triggers this trigger and it'll send you right back. So because all my stuff are lined up like this, what happens is when I walk through this door, I touch the trigger, it physically moves my player over here to the target, right? But before I reach there, my character would actually touch this trigger before I reach my destination, and it would send me right back to the other trigger. And before I could reach this target, I would touch this other trigger and it sends me right back. So you would ended up in a loop where you're just getting teleport back and forth. So to combat that, I have used a method where the other trigger won't be active until you have reached your destination. So then you could go back and touch this trigger and then same thing. So it's a little bit tricky. So yeah. I wish it was a lot more simpler, but with how the teleport physically moves the player, yeah, you run into that issue. Well, I'm opening my other script to see what I did. Code to see. Yeah, and the thing is, yeah, all these targets. What we want is we want the local rotation to match the position that you are going to be looking at. So when I go in here, because right now the target's local rotation is facing that way, so that means when I teleport into here, my character would be turned this way, which is not correct. It has to be this way, right? So this would be a good time to fix all these targets. So one nice easy thing I can do, I could just search for targets, so I can look for all the ones that are already in the scene, and then I'll fix them one by one. Oh, A-frame teleporters, okay. Yeah, so okay, so these were just reference for me. Four should be the same as the other ones. Yeah, I can probably just delete these ones. So all these teleports. Okay, so I'll fix these one by one. So this one we should do negative 90, I believe. Yeah, so the blue is the forward. So now when you teleport it to this point, it faces that. And this one, it should be plus 90, so it faces the right. One be 45. Oh, not 45, but negative 90. Plus 90. So all the targets are fixed. Teleport. Let's make sure. how the trigger box is. Yeah, I don't think the rotation of the trigger box matters. So we don't have to like fix here. We just. Okay, so let's look at our 3D cinema for the teleporting script. Same thing, I have all these teleport scripts here. Set active, touch cinema. The exit, yeah. So what I did is at the so here I call them teleport exit, but in the other project is called target. So yeah, so what I did is I added another script in the target or the exit to on Banter trigger enter. Then it sets the uh, uh, itself the teleport to off. Sets the other off. Let's see. Yeah, so sets the other the one here back on, and then the other one back off, so then you won't be teleporting back and forth endlessly. So yeah, so I'll use the same method, and I'll probably use the same script. So then basically in this teleport here, we'll which is this one. This is the enter. We'll just copy the same script. So on Banter trigger enter, get the position, teleport, okay. Yeah. So we'll do this one first, from the courtroom to evidence room. So what I like to do, I would also, in the name, I'll just add underscore VS, so I know this is a visual script object. But if you have added the other thing that Eileen has shared, it'll add a little icon here as soon as I add a visual script to it. And just to make things more organized, instead of embedding the script, I would just I'll just create a actual script dot assets for the teleport enter. So what I would do in here, I'll have a VS folder, and then I'll just add another one called teleports. So we will create a script in here. So create visual scripting, and then we'll create a script graph. So I'll call this teleport enter. And then I'll create another one called teleport exit or teleport target. So when you reach the target, then it sets the other one active, set its own teleport inactive. Okay, so I'll just do the same thing. So banter trigger enter. Trigger enter. And then we want to check that it's a local player, so it's not going to teleport everybody. So we do if banter user is local. Correct this out. Banter user is local. If statement. We'll check if it is local. If it's true, then it does the teleporting. So, oh yeah, and I've also did some thing to optimize what do you call it for performance optimization. I've also set the stuff to be inactive when you're not in there, which I do think in here I might have that too, but this is such a long time ago, so I need to see what I did back then. Let's see. I think I was using some old scripts for that. Did I just kept everything active? Let's see. So we go to scene, go out. Okay, yeah, no, they do get set to inactive until you're actually in there. I think those were the big trigger. Let's see. Big triggers, I think that's what those were. Uh yeah, so that's what I did before. Yeah, these are still using like SDK1 script from way back then. Um so we might update these, but I don't know. They might still work though, so I might as well just maybe leave them. If they still work, then why fix them, right? Yeah, because all these old SDK1 script is basically just actual C# script. So if you like look at this one here, trigger events, yeah. So they were actual C# scripts that works. So might even be better than the visual script until it's completely broken. So I'll probably just leave those for now, and right now just focus on the teleporting part. Okay, so we do the Banter trigger enter, and the next thing is we wanna, yeah, we could skip the set active because I've built that other big trigger box that determines what's on and off. So we wanna do the Banter teleport and get the origler angle and the position for the targets basically. So we'll just add a teleport. The location, and then we will get position. Transform get position, and then transform get origler angle. Angle. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, origler angles. So we'll plug this into the rotation, plug this into the position, and then we'll create a, instead of just getting the game object like I did before, we'll do it the proper, well, the more proper way to have a object variable. So let's see. Oh yeah, right now I can't do object variables in here because this is the actual script for the time being, so we'll just leave it for now. but we could still add. You know what? It'll be better if I actually put this in first. So go to triggers, teleport. We'll do court to evidence. We'll delete this old teleport scripts. The script machine. And from here, this is where we are gonna plug our teleport enter script in there. And now when we edit it, yeah, we would be able to add the object variables. So we'll create a object variable called target. I'll teleport target. And that would be a game object. And we could just drag this in here. And this is where we're gonna be getting the position and rotation. Now it's showing you orange, that means there's some warning or error because we don't have an actual object in here yet. So we'll put the target for that into here. And that's off that. And then also the on Banter trigger enter, yeah, we'll just leave it as this because it's just itself. And that basically did our teleport enter, and it will transport us to the target object, which is this one here. Yep, which is its child. But what we want to do is to prevent that infinite loop of teleporting. I'll add a cube or box collider or whatnot in here as well. I think this is fine. The other one is, the other one's like back here. So which means is once I arrived at this position, my character touches this, then it will deactivate this one and activate this other one, if that makes sense. So this target here. Oh, actually, yeah, no, that's not what I want. I want to just add a box collider. Yeah, yeah, that's good enough. I'm not gonna mess around too much with the size and all that. It should be sufficient. And do a underscore vs. I'll add a script machine to this. Oh, and also make sure you have this as a trigger. Same thing with the first one. It should be a trigger already. Yeah. So now add a script machine. And in this one, I'll be adding the teleport target script in there. Edit it. And what we wanted to do now is to do the same thing here. So on Banter trigger enter, checks if the player's slow, and then set the other teleporter to active or inactive. So I'll just copy this part, paste that in here. And same thing, instead of using the game object, I'm actually gonna be using the object variable. So I would just do what should I call this? So this is itself. So Yeah, I could just call it this teleport. And then game object, drag that in here. And then this is the game object set active. Like so. And then the other one, I'll just call it other teleport. Or maybe I just do back teleport. Oops. Now we have this teleport and then the back teleport. Same thing, set active. So what we want to do is the back teleport would get activated and then this teleport would get deactivated. So just like so. Now in here, this teleport, we just have to get the enter from this. And then the back teleport would be the other one. So then we'll have this one to be disabled to begin with. And then once you arrive at that one, then you'll be, that one would be active. So back teleport. Okay, so now we just have to do the same thing for that other teleport. The quick way of doing that is I can just copy the scripts and the variables for those ones. So we'll just rename these for now. And we do wanna delete the old script. So this teleport player, we move, and that's it. And now we could copy this script machine. Paste it here. And then we should also just copy the variable so we don't have to redo them. But we do have to set the new variable. So yeah. So instead of this target, so now we're gonna be using this target for this teleport. Same thing for the other one. We'll copy the script machine here. And then we will also copy the variable from here. And paste it in here. But now we need to reverse this. So now when we are, because we're using this teleport, so the this teleport should be the other one. And then this other one will switch to this other one. And that should be all I need. So we could test it out. So if we go into play mode, walk into the first teleporter, we should see that it sets this one active and sets that one inactive, and we should be teleported, and then vice versa. So let's give that a try. Okay, it's a moment of truth to see if it actually works. We should see this once we walk right into it. This one should get disabled, and that one should be enabled, and we should be teleported. Yep, there we go. So we did get transported, and I guess yeah, like I said, the old script probably doesn't work in play mode, so we'll fix that. But at least now this part's good, and then if we walk back, we should get teleported back. Yep, and then the other one gets disabled, that one gets enabled. So at least the teleporting part works. Yeah, we'll fix the big triggers. That's not a big deal. Ah, do something wrong. This one is not back. Oh, I see. I know exactly what I did wrong. I forgot to add a trigger for for this other one. So I have a box collider. I forgot to add it for this one. So I'll add a box collider. Yeah, doesn't matter what order, but just so it's the same as the other one. And let's see. Oh yeah, it's right there. It's good. And now might as well we're gonna fix the big triggers, which is
Does your box collider need to be a trigger?
oh yes, thank you. Fix the big triggers, so these ones. So yeah, so before I was using like the old scripts, SDK 0 point whatever, to determine if the player's inside these. So what we could do now, we'll just make a new script just for these big triggers. Um, well, these big rooms. And there's like multiple things that yeah, for each of these. So this evidence room, jury point. Okay, so main is just this one here. Okay. So I will just do I'll create another script here called active area. And create visual scripting, script graph, active area. Just use the main big box as the first one. Script machine. This active area thing in. And now we could edit it. So same thing, we use the Banter trigger enter. check if the user is local. If statement. That's true. Then we'll set the areas. So active area. So I'll make an object variable. It's called active area. There might be some might need multiple because yeah. So this one multiple objects safety net. I think the safety net thing needs to be there anymore. It's like a really old script too, so I'll just remove it. And then yeah, so these ones. One object. Yeah, the only one that has two objects is this one because it has the main area, which is the whole courtroom main area, and then the props. Yeah, which is the stuff inside. So we'll just do two variables. So active area. Oh yeah, and then we also want to do on exit. So when you exit this, it deactivates that portion. And then we'll do another one is active props. Just for this one. So game object. Just strap those two in. So for this first one, we have main and prop. So have main and then prop. So game object set active. So when you enter this one, then it sets those into active. Like so. And then we want to do on exit, and that's the more tricky part because it doesn't have a banter trigger exit thing. So basically, yeah, we'll have to do it this way. What is this? To check for the layers and stuff. Which I thought I have one in here, but that's fine. I know Pony sent me a screenshot. Okay. On trigger exit. These ones are on trigger exit. We have to do game object compare tag. we're using the collider from here, and then the tag is ___ BA_ local player. And then we check for the layer, so game object, get layer. We use integer lateral 23, because layer 23 is the physics player, which is yourself, equal. We want to compare if the layer A, which matches B, 23, if statement. So we first compare the tag, if it's the local player, and then checks if the layer's 23 physics player. Oh, that's there's
That should
2
work.
if statements. So this is
I have
another
no idea why I
statement.
put 2 in.
I think that's how Eileen
Just
did it. I
worked.
think it's just like
Yeah.
it's just like a double check just to make sure kind of thing. Because I mean, you could accidentally put stuff in like layer 23, and it might affect those items
Yeah.
too, like stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's just like a double check to check if the
Yeah.
tag is local player first, and then also if that local player is in layer 23. Yeah, because I think theoretically, I think if you just have the one check, it should be fine, but
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt
Should be.
to have
It's
both
it's
checks.
no hardship to have 2 of them. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, so we do the both check, and then if it matches
You've
the
got to
2,
connect.
then
You've got to connect
yeah.
your first get layer to the collider as well. On trigger exit. On trigger exit from the collider, also connects to the get layer.
You
Goes to
connect
2.
both. Oh right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again,
Okay.
no idea why. It works.
Yeah, if it works, just do it. So now we could do the same thing for those things. So what I do, I could just copy these 2. And then instead of setting them active, we'll set them inactive this time. And we'll just use the same variables. Controlling the same objects, just like so. So now that means when there's when the local player's inside this big trigger, then this courtroom and its props would be active. When they exit, then this entire courtroom area will be inactive.
So while we're looking at entering these triggers, what layer is the camera on? Because when people go on 2D, when they go in camera mode, the triggers turn off. Can we add a layer to also make it so people can use the camera? Is that even doable? I never even looked at it. I ought to really look at it. So when people in 2D mode go to camera mode, they don't activate any triggers.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what the camera layer is. I mean, that's I think that's something we need to ask them, unless we want to mess around, because I don't think there's there's nothing about It could be just in default layer.
Could be. It's something we need to ask. It's something I probably should have asked years ago, but I've just never got around to it.
Yeah. So how I combat that back then is I made a special camera room right here. So what it does is once that person, so I back then it was Ref Luna. He's the one that would be filming the court sessions. So he would go into this room. Once you're in this room, it activates everything for him.
Ah,
Yeah, so that's kind of how
this is
I combated that back then.
yeah.
And as you can see, I also have cameras in here to actually show the entire room too. It's like a cool control room.
It's a good workaround. It's not the most performant, but it's a good workaround. What
Yeah,
other
but
options
I
do we
mean,
have?
most
Yeah,
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 most of the
yeah.
time the person filming is on a good PC anyway, so it's
Yeah, yes.
yeah,
It's not an
it's not a
issue.
big
Yeah.
deal. Yeah. So whenever
Yes, it's a
Luna
good
films stuff,
workaround.
he just goes in
Yeah.
here. Yeah. So everything gets activated. Yeah. But now we also have to deal with the part where, because before, yeah, I would have triggers where once you're in here, the other stuff would get deactivated. Because right now, how is it managed? Yeah, because right now, as soon as I go into play mode, because I know Eileen did some of this, so I need to figure out what she did. It's because right now I can see
Well,
everything in here, but as soon as I go into play mode, those get deactivated.
well, you could.
So,
Um,
well, on start and stuff like that,
yeah, you can.
but I want to
Yeah,
see
on start,
what
deactivate.
I want to see what it was done before, because I'm pretty sure there's a script somewhere that deactivates them. So big trigger. Yeah, because these were all done with the old script like this. Yeah, because like right now I can see everything in the editor, but as soon as I go into play mode, those other small rooms get deactivated. So there is a script that is running that, which I want to figure out what it is so I can.
Yeah, but it's easy enough to do. You just add on the trigger thing, on start, set inactive.
Yeah, but I just want to remove the old one. Oh, actually, no.
Oh, right.
Actually, yeah. Actually, no. It's not. It's actually not setting them inactive right now. Oh no, it is. Yeah. So yeah,
It
that
is,
room is
yeah.
gone. So there is something that's running that does that right now, and I want to figure out what that is so I can redo it.
Turn it off.
uh,
Yeah. Well, they're all active still.
no, they're not. All these ones. Oh, maybe they're
All right.
no. Yeah, so this is the main one. Yeah, then I see like those ones are inactive. And then as soon as, so let's say I go in yeah, so right now I'm in play mode. As soon as I leave play mode, they would come back. So there is a script that disabled them. I think I can just go like this, right? T, so type and then script. Yes, then I can find all the scripts. Pick object. The one.
I've got to take off, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. Yeah, have a good one. See you, Kalima.
Okay.
These are all the triggers, which has the big triggers, safety net. The events. Three trigger. Conveyor belt. Special synced object. Okay. Screen placeholder, yeah, that could also be removed. Yeah, what is the script that is setting stuff to act inactive? Let's see. Maybe I'll search play trigger events. Is that what that is? Trigger events. T. Does it not work that way? T trigger events. Ah, there we go. So I can check all these ones. So admin box, camera room box. Yeah, is there a way to check like what scripts get ran when it starts?
I have no
Yeah.
idea with these old scripts. Not foggiest. Because we had no real access to the code on them, so because they're all the way they're all wrote, so we just had to just assume they worked. It makes me wonder if they're these on trigger enter events, if you wrote into them to set things inactive unless you're in it. It makes me wonder if their scripts just have that wrote into
Yeah,
it.
maybe that's how the old stuff were working. Maybe you're right. We could
'Cause I
do a
don't
quick
see anything
test.
extra.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's say the evidence room. I'll just remove the old script from there. But it didn't work though. Like
Or
in
just
play mode, remember we walked into it and it didn't activate. So
yeah.
so if we delete the big triggers evidence box. Yeah. So let's say this one. If we completely remove this old script, then we'll see if it stays.
Yeah, yeah. If we hit play mode, if it stays
Yeah.
still, then you know it's
Hmm.
it was in there.
Nope, it did go away. So there's
I
something
seem to
that
have
is
different
setting
audio
in.
coming in.
Sorry.
I have some game audio coming into the feed from my PC. And I don't
Maybe
understand.
rejoin yourself on that one. Maybe
I
it's
will.
something got
Nope.
messed up somehow.
Cross.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I'd find the evidence room one that's just was turned. Yeah.
Be able to help. Gonna talk to it. So I'm working in Unity right now. I have a project where when I go into play mode, certain objects would get automatically set to disabled, and I wanted to find the script that is doing that. So how do I find that script or that particular game object that contains that script?